Alsen, a small rural community in East Baton Rouge Parish, surrounded by more than 30 chemical plants and landfills. For generations, Black families have built their lives here, but pollution in this stretch of Cancer Alley has put their health and way of life at risk. In response, residents formed the Alsen St. Irma Lee Community Village to fight for justice. Today, we share the voices of two residents whose stories reflect that struggle.
I worked in a chemical plant for 30-some years, and I know for a fact that, the federal government is always on them about emissions, and the DEQ sends a truck out here every 6 months and put a thing up and says they don't smell anything, but we smell it.
We smell it.
Because think about a landfill. If you take, when you leave your garbage can and you put food in and let it decay, what is it gonna smell like? And that's what these things smell like over time, like death.
Not like this.
According to the Princeton Student Climate Initiative, the United States oil and gas industry, on an annual basis, releases about 9 million tons of methane gas and other chemicals into the atmosphere. African American and low-income communities are disproportionately affected by air pollution in the United States. More than 1 million African Americans live within a half-mile of natural gas facilities and face a cancer risk above EPA's level of concern due to unclean air. More than 6.7 million African Americans live in the 91 U.S. counties with oil refineries. African Americans are 75% more likely than white people to live in fence-line communities, which are areas near commercial facilities that produce noise, odor, traffic, or emissions that directly affect the population. All of which contributes to numerous health problems, such as asthma, that affects approximately 13.4% of African American children, compared to only 7.3% of white children.
My daughter passed away, and I believe it's because of these chemicals. She passed away suddenly. Her boss called me. She said, "Are you Kenyatta's mother?" I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Did she have a history of seizures?" And I said, "No." He said, "Because they found her unresponsive in her car. And they had taken her to the hospital." My daughter passed that day. And this is the reason why I say Steve Rollins and all these chemical plants around here, they the one. I still have this in my heart. The reason why my daughter is gone is because of these chemicals, because she kept coughing. She had, I don't want to say what she had, but it's a lung condition from these chemicals around here. These plants are killing us. It's killing us. And I do believe when these plants were not here, the air was so fresh. It was just like my dad is from Norwood, Louisiana. The air was so fresh. And this is the way Alsen was. It was like that. But when these plants start coming in, it's just like your health started going down.
As you can see, we have committed people that love this area. But Alsen has kind of been like a stepchild of Baton Rouge for a lot of years. All that's changing now. We're changing all that. So, and what we're in this fight for is to do just like some of those other areas where they've came in and they bought people out. They cleaned up them landfill. That's what what that stuff, all that money they got for clean up sites, what they call it, that super fund.
Yeah, we went up.
Yeah, we got super funds. So we need, and that's what we're fighting for.
Devil's Swamp Lake is one example of a Superfund site in East Baton Rouge, polluted for decades by cancer-causing PCBs. As reported by NOLA.com, a $13.2 million cleanup effort may finally begin, thanks to an agreement between federal officials and the companies responsible. Among them is Baton Rouge Disposal, the successor to Rollins Environmental, whose facility next to the swamp was identified as the original source of the contamination.
And right now, they keep saying people moving out of town. Well, I ain't moving nowhere. I wasn't going nowhere.
I'm not saying they're building up in Alsen
Yeah, it's coming back now.
right now, yeah.
And it would be better than that if we didn't have all these landfills and stuff. And what really got me about that landfill is that they really sneak that thing in on us, because everything has to be approved by the planning commission. We don't know when they're having a meeting, but all these people be bought out, just like the politicians are bought out.
Mm-hmm.
So when they came and dug all that dirt out, because when they're doing roads, they bring dirt in. So I thought that's what they were doing. And then it looked like a beautiful lake. Next thing I know, they got approval for a landfill. And it was really too late for us to stop it. And in most cases, you can't stop it anyway, because you're not big enough.
Yeah.
Now, when certain things they want to do now, when the people rise up and if they stay on it, they can stop it from, just like your girl down in St. James. They've been trying to build a plant down there for 6-7 years, and they still fighting them every day. So, and that's what we're doing now. So we need, and that's what we're fighting for. We just want them to understand that and this is the main thing, that if I don't say anything else, we're doing this for the people behind us.
Like you said, for the next.
Right, for the next generation. We telling all, we're at our end, but we're trying to make it good for the future.